Whether you like the man or not, one thing nobody can deny is the fact that Andrew Tate is a magnet for women. Some people might say it's because he's rich and famous, but I'm nowhere near his wealth and his fame, yet these are the 5 rules that I learned from him that helped me go from being Mr. Nice Guy, being a people pleaser, trying to impress the woman, and I had some success, but nowhere near the amount of freedom that I now experience and the true confidence coming from within. And why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Danny Banchev. I went from being diagnosed with social anxiety disorder, not being able to speak to my crush for 4 years in high school, being isolated. Presentations were my worst fear, and all the way to today where public speaking is my career. And I've coached hundreds of men on confidence, social skills. I've personally approached hundreds of women successfully. It's always difficult because it almost feels like I'm bragging, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm just saying that these 5 rules have served me a lot and they can serve you. So without waiting any longer, let's break down the 5 rules Andrew Tate taught me about game that unfortunately most nice guys don't get. Number 1, attention is currency. Listen carefully, okay? The more available you are, bro, let me know this. That's how important it is. The more available you are, the less you're valued. This is the classic business principle of offer and demand. A woman or a person, by the way, all of this video, sure, it's called game, but to be honest, you can also see it as social game, even interaction with men, any social context. People, women, need to believe that you have already an abundance of people to talk to. You are wanted from everywhere, and you are making an exception. You are making the exception. You're making yourself available right now for them, but not because you're desperate for them, but just because it's a choice. You actually kind of like them, but you have all these other options. Now, this is an exaggerated way to say what type of energy you want to give. Now, ideally, you reach a point in your life where you actually have this abundance. And the more you have, the more you have. It's the way with money, it's the way with women, it's the way with pretty much everything. It's a law of the universe. But the thing is, you can create that. You can fake it till you make it, without necessarily faking it, but actually feeling that abundance from within. Remember, you don't need anyone. It's just a bonus. Feel everything you want to feel right here and now in this moment, and then choose carefully who you give your attention to. All right, next point. By the way, before we keep going, I just want to make sure you know that I'm about to give you all of the information and action steps you need to solve that problem by yourself and increase your social game. But it's also just general information. So if you want to make sure to get results faster and much more guaranteed, you can schedule your completely free discovery call with me. The link is in the description. You can also join our communities. But either way, I got you. You choose. Okay, number 2. This one is amazing, okay? You can't convince someone to like you. You can't convince someone to like you. The problem with nice guys, by the way, when I say this, I do not mean don't be kind with the people you love. Be kind. Kindness is beautiful. But nice guys, the way I mean it, tend to have this desperate thing about them. Like they trying to beg the woman to like them and beg the respect of the woman by being so nice. That's what's unattractive, not kindness. Of course, if the woman is already attracted to you, you're already perceived as high value and she wants your attention, then your kindness will be appreciated, of course. But maybe not in the first interactions or maybe not in the beginning. For example, guys that approach women saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful." Bro, come on. Good luck with that. Not only is it unoriginal, she probably gets that from everyone, but also you're placing yourself in a position of, I need you, please, you're so beautiful. That's never gonna be effective as an opener. Eventually, of course, you wanna tell her she's beautiful, of course, but not in the opener. The opener should break some kind of pattern. I'm not saying you should be an asshole. I'm saying be original. Do something different. Do something random. Grab her attention instead of immediately giving a compliment. If you're looking for something to happen, if you just want to give compliments to people, that's beautiful as well. That's just spreading positivity. But if you want something to happen, a compliment is not the best way to start. But coming back to that point, the more you try to convince someone to like you, the less likable you are. The less you give a fuck, the more likable you are. That's just the law of detachment. Matter of fact, remember this, law of detachment. It is so freaking important. How many times have you heard someone say, the relationship came into my life when I least expected it. I wasn't looking for a relationship, it just happened. It happened to me so many times in my personal life, but I've heard people say that as well. And when you're desperately looking for it, it never happens. Of course, law of detachment. Don't ask for respect. Walk as if you already have it in abundance and you don't need anyone's respect anyways. All right, rule number 3, frame is everything. Everything. Whoever sets the tone, whoever has the leadership in the relationship controls the dynamic. That can be a first interaction with a stranger. That can be overall into a relationship. Feminine energy loves to be led. Feminine energy wants to make sure it can surrender into the safety, into the control of the man. Of the masculine energy, before I trigger some people here, some men have more feminine energy, some women have more masculine energy. In general though, obviously like men have more masculine energy, but we all have both. And matter of fact, the most optimal way to live, to unleash your fullest potential, in my opinion, is to develop both sides. Of course, you want like compassion, communication, active listening, care. That's all feminine energy, and that's beautiful in a man as well. But there's one of the two energies that dominates, and it's also what creates the polarity. So when you're first seducing a woman, or actually, I guess in any interaction, but it depends. That one might be specifically for women, but you want to project that masculine energy. And one of them is leadership, frame, leading with certainty. Even in uncertainty. Masculine energy creates the certainty into any context whatsoever. When things go into chaos, who do we turn to? We turn to the leader. And in that moment, it can be a woman in that position, but that position is a position of masculine energy. If you don't define yourself, someone else will. If you don't define the situation, someone else will. So take leadership, frame is everything. All right, rule number 4. This one, I really like it as well. Stop playing defense. Stop playing defense. Play to win. Offense. Don't hope she likes you. Move like you're the prize. Move like she should be the one chasing you. Lead the interaction. Know what you want. Take risks as long as it's calculated. Nice guys. Seek permission. Oh, that is... Again, pause before I get canceled. I'm not talking about consent here. Like, that's different. But even permission to talk, permission to, can I get your number? Permission to, again, like sure you gotta ask. You're not gonna say, well, you can, whatever. That's more in-depth things. But sure, you can ask for stuff, but it's the way you do it. It's the energy you have behind it, right? You gotta assume the win, play to win. Not to participate or not to protect what you already have. Play to win. That's masculine energy. Again, by the way, if you're still not convinced, I've asked many women I've been with to rank these 3 things in order of attractiveness. So I said confidence, I said looks, confidence, looks, and status. So basically what they do in life, what their position is, the amount of money they make, right? What most men think is the most important. Okay, so you got confidence, looks, and status. Guess what every single one of them said without exception? Without exception, confidence. Confidence is the most attractive thing in a man. It's undeniable. I have proof. I mean, it just makes sense, but also these women have told me plenty of times. Confidence matters more than looks and status for men. And so far, everything we've covered is about confidence. Okay, let's go to the last rule, number 5. Master yourself before you try to lead anyone. Master yourself before you try to lead anyone. That is so important. Why would God give you a beautiful, divinely feminine woman if He cannot even trust you with your own actions? The world gives the best woman to men who've earned themselves. Why would she follow you if you can't even follow your own promises? That's a tough one. It's a tough one. But that's when a lot of my other content is about corn. That's so important. The amount of time you've promised to yourself, oh, this is the last time I'm ever gonna watch corn. I'm done, it's over, it's finally over. And then you keep on breaking that promise over and over again. It leads you down a bad, deep, dark path. If that's you, by the way, I'll put the link for my Off Corn Academy as well, where I've helped hundreds of men quit corn for good. You can also join, it's completely free. But to be honest, it's not just with corn, it's with pretty much everything. Like, I'm gonna stop drinking, I'm gonna stop playing video games, I'm gonna actually build a business and be disciplined, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then you keep on breaking your promises. Because in the end, social game, not just game with women, but social game is not about some lines. It's not even about the words you say. It's the energy with which you show up. It's the confidence, like we said earlier. And you don't get confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror. You get confident by having an undeniable stack of proof with obstacles you've overcome, with problems you've solved, with promises you kept. Self-esteem is kind of like self-trust. Self-trust equals self-esteem. So if you watch this video until the end, obviously that inspired you. Obviously you got some value and you resonate with the way I teach. If you want to take your game to the next level, your social confidence, your self-esteem, you can read books and meditate all day long, but it's an immersion that magic actually happens, that growth truly happens. So if you want to immerse yourself in the game, you can click on the link in the description or just subscribe or not. I'm grateful that you watched the video until the end anyways. So much love, my brothers. I'll talk to you soon. Well, I'll see you soon here and hopefully talk to you soon. Yeah, much love. Talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.